The podcast you're about to hear was made with Anchor. Make your own podcast for free at anchor.fm.
You're listening to the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce and tech news, presented by Sumo Heavy. Here's your host, Bart Mraz.
This is the E-Commerce Minute for August 14th, 2017. Second quarter 2017 online spending jumps 14%.
14%. That's good news on the e-commerce front. According to the latest Salesforce Shopping Index, digital commerce, which is a combination of site traffic and shopper spending, grew 14% during the second quarter of 2017. Shopper spending had 8% growth during the quarter and is now outpacing site traffic increases, which came in at 6%. The study also showed that mobile commerce accounted for 57% of all digital commerce during the second quarter, a 4% increase over the first quarter, and 23% growth year of year. Buying intent also continues to tick up and is about to breach its all-time high, even including peak holiday shopping levels. Buying intent is up. Overall, nearly 20% of visitors are either buying or showing clear signs of buying behavior, like searching, adding products to a cart, and starting checkouts, according to the index. The latest edition analyzing Q2 activity noted some important trends. Shopper spending increases are outstripping site traffic growth. So up until now, many e-commerce strategies are still aimed at simply getting the customers to visit. However, the trend of the last 2 quarters suggests they need to rethink that approach on features that actually influence spending, like checkout, man. As we've said, mobile continues to dominate, and the reports estimate that 59% of shoppers use mobile in-store. The Salesforce Shopping purports to analyze the shopping activities of 500 million shoppers worldwide. This is a big study.
Yes, it is, and I'm liking the numbers. I'm actually really liking numbers that people are shopping and not just like the whole idea of growth of traffic, because that's just, there's always going to be growth of traffic to the site, I like that people have to think about how people check out and how they shop and not just getting people to the site,
Yeah. Like for years, it's all been about traffic, but now it's now we got to check out. We got to convert.
You can have all the traffic in the world. Nobody's buying. You're screwed. So it's that, like, at the end of the day, like, you're competing with Amazon for a lot of this, So
let me go on a tangent here. When you talk about site traffic, do you think that sites are more depending on strict social instead of creating their own for instance, like a blog? Do you think that a lot of store owners just aren't doing blogs that are on the site any longer? Do you think they're just strictly doing pure social for traffic acquisition, purely for traffic acquisition?
I think it's less. I think, you might be right, actually. I think people are doing less content as they should not. They should do more content and then do content across the board, right? So you're not only going for the Twitter and the Facebook stuff, but I think maybe stores are actually doing a lot less content, like big content stuff.
Yeah, because everyone now shops via search. It's not, I have to go to X site to find this. It's, I want a red shirt, and I just type in red shirt, and then, unfortunately, Amazon comes up first, but then you drill down from there. I think that, creating this content that lives on your site is going to get missed rather than creating a good social strategy that will bring customers, and again, visually, Instagram is the best example, or Pinterest, to get you back onto the site.
Sure. But I think there's still a quality of, if you're doing the content there on your site, it makes more sense, right? Because it's indexed and all that stuff.
So the study is 57% of digital commerce reports estimate that 59% of, that doesn't even make sense, 59% of shoppers use mobile in-store. Now, they're probably using that to search and to research. It'd be interesting to see how much they're checking out from there.
Well, I think it also is the other thing where, we walked into Untuck the other day. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was just, we measured and they're like, you can just go online and buy all this stuff. So I think those kind of stores are successful, but I can see people walking into Macy's going, hey, these shirts fit on me. All right, I'm just going to go order them online because they're the size I want, right?
More showrooming. Not every retailer can afford to do that, but I think that's really the trend, and mobile is a big part of that.
Absolutely.
All right, it's a great study. So it's the Salesforce It's the sale. Okay.
It is a Salesforce
That was
study.
my dog, everyone. You can find the study, the Salesforce Shopping Index, available online. That's e-commerce minute. That's it for today. If you like the show, make sure you add us as a favorite and share this with your friends. Please follow us on social media at Sumo Heavy. And finally, if you've got a question, comment, or suggestion for the show, call us on Anchor. Until next time, we'll see you on the next e-commerce minute.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.